Well, good afternoon, New Spirit family. It is so good to be here with you for this week's devotional. It's been some time, and I apologize for the delay, but it's so good to be able to reconnect with you again. I want to share with you what I saw as I left my office and headed for home today. There's a storm headed our way. How do I know that? Because as I left my office and I looked up to the sky, I saw a darkened cloud system. I saw the weather pick up. I saw the wind begin to get stronger. I felt raindrops falling on me. And I saw also and felt the temperature drop. All of those are signs and indication of a storm headed my way. And I think about Matthew chapter 16, where Jesus was confronted by Pharisees who demanded signs that Jesus proved that he was who he said he was. They said, prove to us that you're the Messiah. Now, this was an amazing request because Jesus had already performed so many miracles and given and offered so much evidence that he was who he said he was. And yet here were these Pharisees demanding a sign from heaven. So what does Jesus say to them? No, he says, how ironic it is. You're able to look up at the sky and discern whether it's going to be fair weather or stormy weather. And yet here you prove that you're unable to determine the signs of the times. So what was Jesus trying to explain to them? He was saying to them, you are purposely blinding yourself to the evidence at hand. And in such form, they were proving to be unfaithful to the evidence that God was providing to them. Now, think about how that applies to us. I mentioned to you, I walk outside, I see the sky is darkened. I see that the temperature has dropped. I feel the raindrops falling. A storm is headed my way. Therefore, knowing this, I must prepare myself. So it must be for you. Here's the point. There are going to be times in your life when storms are headed your way, and you have to be able to discern the signs of the times over your life. There are times when storm systems are going to form, and you have to have eyes to see. You're going to feel the circumstances change. You're going to feel and know something's changing. You're going to understand that there are circumstances in your life that indicate a storm is headed your way, and you have to be discerning of this. So what's the point of this? Just as I can walk outside and say, oh, wow, the evidence is a storm is headed my way, so also in your spiritual life. So what must you do when you sense a storm headed your way? You need to pray up. You need to dig into your word. You need to spend time with God. You need to get your spiritual umbrella out. You need to prepare for the storm in the same way that you would prepare for a regular storm. So here's my encouraging word for you here today. There are going to be times when storms come your way. Don't be discouraged by that. Just be ready. Be discerning. Always have an eye open to say, Lord, let me be discerning of the signs that you show me so that I may be ready for whatever comes my way, even if it is a storm. And as we're speaking, the rain has begun. But I'm not surprised. I'm not discouraged. I'm not caught off guard because I was ready for it because I was able to see what was coming. God will give you signs. God will put things in your heart, in your mind. He'll speak to you. He'll provide evidence to show you, my child, be ready, a storm is coming. Now you might ask, well, why doesn't God just keep me from the storms? It's the storms that teach us faith. It's the storms that remind us how much we need him. My friends, if we didn't have storms in our life, we would forget how much we need God. So I want to encourage you today. Keep your eyes open. Pray. And always be aware that there are always communications and signs that God wants you to see so that you are ready for whatever comes your way. May God bless you. And until next time, my friends, God bless.